Deep inside a peaceful forest, far from the restless noise of the world, stood an old Indian gurukul. Tall sal trees surrounded it like silent guardians. Birds sang at dawn, and the wind carried the scent of wet soil, tulsi leaves, and burning incense. Life there moved slowly, deliberately, as if time itself had learned discipline. Every morning began before sunrise. The boys woke to the soft sound of bells, bathed in cold water from the well, and gathered for prayer. Silence was not forced, it was respected. Discipline was not punishment, it was protection. The boys who lived there did not come to chase success or praise. They came to train their minds. Among them lived a boy named Rahul. Rahul was not lazy. In fact, he was gifted. He understood lessons quickly and remembered things others forgot. When Guruji explained scriptures, Rahul grasped meanings before many could even pronounce the verses. When archery was taught, his aim was sharp. When logic was discussed, his answers were thoughtful. But Rahul's greatest enemy lived inside him, his wandering mind. When Guruji taught, Rahul listened for a while. Then his eyes followed ants crawling on the floor, then birds flying across the sky. Then thoughts of home, food, future, fear. While other students sat still like calm ponds, Rahul's mind was like a river during monsoon, fast, noisy, uncontrollable. The elders noticed. Rahul is clever. One student whispered during meals, but his mind never stays where it should. Rahul heard those words more than once. They hurt more than scolding. At night, lying on his thin mat beneath the oil lamp's faint glow, Rahul stared at the ceiling. Crickets chirped outside. Other boys slept peacefully. Why can't I stay focused? Why do I fail even when I try? He tried harder each day, but effort only made him more tired. One morning, Guruji gathered everyone in the courtyard. His voice was calm, but serious. Tomorrow, he announced, each student will show his learning. The gurukul fell silent. That night, Rahul sat with his scriptures. He read the same verse again and again. His lips moved, but his mind wandered. He tried forcing concentration, clenching his jaw, holding his breath. Nothing stayed. The next day came. Students performed confidently. Sacred verses flowed like rivers. Arrows hit their marks. Answers came without hesitation. Then Rahul stood. His heart beat fast. His mouth went dry. Words slipped away like sand through open fingers. The knowledge he knew vanished. He failed. Guruji said nothing, no anger, no disappointment. He only asked Rahul to sit. But that silence was heavier than any punishment. That evening, Rahul sat alone beneath a banyan tree, staring at the ground. Dry leaves crunched beneath his fingers. His chest felt tight, his throat heavy. That was when Guruji came. Rahul, Guruji asked softly, do you think your mind is your enemy? Rahul did not hesitate. Yes, Guruji. It never listens. It ruins everything. Guruji smiled gently. No, he said. Your mind is like a child. Ignored, it runs wild. Shouted at, it rebels. Trained with patience, it becomes powerful. Rahul looked up, confused. From tomorrow, Guruji continued, you will not study scriptures. Rahul's eyes widened. But Guruji, instead, Guruji said calmly, you will sit at the temple lamp every evening. A lamp? Rahul asked. Yes, Guruji replied. You will sit before it and watch the flame. Nothing else. That evening, Rahul entered the small prayer hall. Stone walls held centuries of silence. A single oil lamp burned quietly, its flame steady and golden. Sit straight, Guruji instructed. Do not chant. Do not pray. Just watch the flame for as long as you can. At first, Rahul felt foolish. This is too simple, he thought. How can this help? Within moments, his mind drifted. The flame blurred. Thoughts rushed in. Memories appeared, plans formed. His legs ached. His eyes burned. 5 minutes felt like hours. When Guruji returned, he asked, how long did you watch? Rahul lowered his head. Not even a minute, Guruji. Guruji nodded. Good, Come again tomorrow. Every evening, Rahul sat before the lamp. Every evening, his mind escaped. Some days, the flame danced wildly in his vision. Other days, it bored him. Sometimes, tears filled his eyes, not from smoke, but frustration. Others recited scriptures. Others trained their bodies. He stared at fire. Anger rose inside him. Why am I punished? Why am I different? But Guruji never scolded him. He never praised him either. He simply said, "Return tomorrow." Slowly, something changed. Rahul began noticing the flame's shape. How it narrowed. How it leaned when air moved. How it never stayed the same, yet never lost itself. Without realizing it, his thoughts grew fewer. 10 seconds became 30. 30 became a minute. A minute became several. His breathing slowed. His shoulders relaxed. Weeks passed. One evening, Rahul realized something strange. The flame was steady, and so was his mind. For the first time, there was no noise inside him. No pulling, no resistance. Just awareness. When Guruji returned, Rahul spoke softly. "Guruji, my thoughts stopped running." Guruji smiled. "The flame did not change," he said. "You did." Rahul returned to regular learning. But he was no longer the same boy. He listened fully. He studied deeply. He spoke less but with clarity. He did not rush answers. He did not fear silence. Other students noticed. Rahul feels different. He's calm. He doesn't get distracted. Rahul wasn't trying to win anymore. He was simply present. One afternoon, Guruji gathered everyone under a neem tree. Sunlight filtered through leaves. He placed a leaf on the ground. "Look at it," he said. "Who can tell me everything about it?" Students spoke eagerly, its color, shape, size. Then Guruji turned to Rahul. Rahul looked quietly. "It is still," he said, "but moving with the wind. Dry on the edges. Alive in the center." Guruji nodded. "You see clearly," he said, "because your mind stands still." That night, Guruji spoke privately to Rahul. "Focus is not effort," he said. "It is training. The flame was never important," he continued. "Your attention was." Rahul bowed deeply. He finally understood. A calm mind sees what a sharp mind misses. Years later, Rahul left the Gurukul as a quiet, confident man. He did not chase many things. He chose one and gave it everything. People trusted him. They felt peace around him, because he carried a lesson learned from a simple flame. So remember, my friends, if your mind runs everywhere, don't fight it. Sit still. Choose one thing. Return again and again. Focus is not force. It is gentle discipline. And once mastered, it becomes your greatest strength.